Namaste. Before following any advice or practices suggested in this video, it is all recommended that you consult with your doctor as to its suitability, especially if you suffer from any health problems or special conditions. Yamajit, John Holmesby Mayer, and Tridevi Chamundamandir cannot accept any responsibility for any injuries or damages incurred as a result of these exercises and meditations contained in this video. Namaste and welcome to our Tuesday Satsang broadcast at Tridevi Chamundamandir. I'm Yamajit, and I welcome anybody who is tuning in at this time and invite you to say hello on the chat function. Start out with a couple of announcements. This coming Friday, the 5th, for our Friday Puja and Satsang, we'll be doing a Kriya Yoga practice. And then the Tuesday Satsangs will continue through this month, every Tuesday, 7 o'clock, everything on YouTube. I want to share part of our Sankalpam. This was messaged to me earlier today by one of our regular attendees. And let this be very much part of our intention tonight. Om Shanti, to this huge concentration of youth in Houston, which, by the way, was Mr. Floyd's hometown, Washington, D.C., Denver, Colorado, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and so many other cities in this country, and so many cities, for that matter, throughout the world. Om Shanti to this huge concentration of youth coming out amidst the risks, amidst this pandemic. May we elders yield to this intention and trust for the leadership of these subtle, youthful bodies, fresh, open minds. May we generate this focus and hold more lightly as they do this primary peace. May this I and us release the rigidities of fear and self-control. May we let this that occupies our streets lead our innermost. May we see our subtle projections that argue against the president and for the media, and to forgive the mirror of those who project the opposite. As we listen to Floyd's brother's request to vote rather than resort to violence, may our puja and meditation celebrate this ancient wisdom, seen in the resonant Priyant field, present and engaged on our streets. In blessings to Mr. Floyd and his family and our Divine Mother. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. And Thomas, thank you for sending that to me, because this very much reflects the intention that I had for this evening, and I'll be revisiting that before we do our meditation. Anyway, let's begin with some gentle yoga. Hopefully you have a mat or at least a comfortable carpet. Feel free to use pillows, folded blankets, any other props that may be helpful to you. Make a point of listening to your body during this practice and not overdo it. When you feel that comfortable edge, stop at that point. If things become uncomfortable, slowly back away. So let's begin by bringing our hands to heart center and chanting the syllable Om 3 times. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. Find a comfortable position in which to sit. You can be cross-legged on the floor. Those of you who are more comfortable in a chair, you can refer to the same exercises that we've done from the chair in past editions of these satsangs. I invite you to begin by straightening your legs, rolling your shoulders back, bringing your fingers to the mat, toes up toward the ceiling, gently pressing on the mat to lengthen the spine, and finding Dandasana, or staff pose. Breathing slowly and deeply. And inhale, spreading the toes. Exhale, flexing the toes. Inhale, open. Exhale, flex. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, pointing the toes. Exhale, toes toward the ceiling. Let's do 5 more. And making circles at the ankles. And reverse. Good. And then lifting your right leg, holding behind the knee. You may also want to use a strap for that. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Let's do 3 more. And making circles at the knee. And reverse. And crossing over, rolling the ankle a few times forward. And a few times backwards. And then picking up the lower leg and making circles at the hip, opening up that hip joint. And reverse. Laying the lower leg before you, put against left leg, and inhale, and exhale, bringing up the knee, giving a little hug. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's do 3 more. Good, and then straightening the right leg and picking up the left leg. And inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Let's do 3 more. And then knee cranks, first in one direction. And in the reverse. And crossing over, rolling the ankle. And reverse. And then Laying the leg down, inhaling, and exhale, bringing the knee up. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's do 3 more. Good. And then straightening both legs. Shaking the knees out a little. And then bringing the soles of the feet together. Baddha butterfly. Inhale. Back nice and tall. And exhale, sliding the hands forward, finding that comfortable edge. And breathing. Come forward a little more if breath and body allow. And then walking the hands back. Sitting tall, taking a couple of breaths. Feeling the effects of the practice thus far. And coming to a comfortable cross-legged position. Inhaling tall again. Exhale, hinging at the hips, coming forward. You need to rotate to the right, inhaling as you come back. Exhaling as you come forward. Further warming up the hips. Massaging the abdominal organs. Reversing directions with the next inhalation. And inhale, coming to center. Taking a couple more breaths. And the effects of the practice. And then we'll do the first of our pranayama, our breath exercises. Begin with Bhastrika pranayama. We're going to tighten the abdominal muscles to create an exhalation. And then we're going to relax the abdominals to draw the air in. Not recommended if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure or panic disorder. In that case, just do some long, slow, deep yogic breathing, more than 25 rounds. Breath back to normal. Feel the effects of the practice. Inhale, raising the right arm. Exhale, bringing the right hand to the mat. Inhale, rotating the left arm around, bending the right elbow, keeping the left shoulder back, flexing the spine to the right, keeping both sits bones in place. Good, and inhale, pressing back up. And sitting, taking a couple of breaths, down the effects of the practice. And inhale, raising the left arm. And exhale, bringing the hand to the mat. Inhale, rotating the right arm around, bending the left elbow, flexing to the right, keeping that right shoulder back, keeping both sits bones in place. And inhale, pressing up. Taking a couple of breaths. Inhale, raising the left arm. Exhale, bringing it to the right knee. Inhale, rotating the right arm around, bringing the fingers to the mat, finding a nice gentle twist to the right. Turning the head, looking over the left shoulder. And inhale. And exhale, coming back to center, taking a couple of breaths. And inhale, raising the right arm. Exhale, bringing it to the left knee. Inhale, kickstanding the left arm around, bringing the fingers to the mat. Sitting tall. And breathing in. And inhale. Exhale, turn the head. So looking over the right shoulder. Breathing. And inhale. Exhale. Coming back to center, taking 2 more breaths. Inhale, bringing the chin and the chest forward. Exhale, bringing the chin and the chest back. Leaning back. Sweet cat-cows. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Let's do 7 more. Inhale back to center. Taking a couple more breaths. And inhale. Exhale, bring the left arm across the chest, hooking it with the right arm, stretching the shoulder. Good. Coming back to neutral. Inhale. And exhale, switching directions. I'm stretching the right arm. Inhale. Exhale, coming back to neutral. Inhale, both arms forward, fingers up. Exhale, make a fist. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's do 3 more. Good. Making fists at the wrist. Rotating. And reverse. Inhale, palms toward the ceiling. Exhale, fingers to the shoulder. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 3 more. And then making circles of the shoulders. And reverse. Good. And then inhale, arms overhead. Grab the left wrist and pull to the right as you exhale. Inhale up, switch wrists, and exhale to the left. Inhale up, switch wrists, pull to the right. Inhale up, switch wrists, pull to the left. Let's do 1 more on each side. And then inhale up and grab opposite wrists. And inhale and exhale. Bring the right hand to the head or behind the head. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Let's do 1 more on each side. Good. Inhale, arms up. Bring the fingers together into a basket behind the head, pulling the elbows back and breathing, expanding the chest. And inhale and exhale. Bring the hands to your lap, taking a couple of breaths, feeling the effects. Alternate nostril breathing, our next pranayama exercise, also known as alum balum of Madhushodhana. Taking the peace fingers, and let there be peace tonight. Bringing those 2 fingers to your third eye. You're going to use your thumb and your ring finger. So using your thumb to block your right nostril, inhaling through your left. Then blocking the left with your ring finger and exhaling and inhaling through the right. Blocking the right, out and in through the left. And just continuing back and forth. And then one more through the right. Inhale. Close the right, and one final exhalation through the left. And hand back to your lap. And just take a couple of breaths and feel the effect of that practice. And then inhale, look up toward the ceiling, crunching the neck. And exhale, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhale up and back. Exhale forward. Inhale up and back. Exhale forward. Inhale neutral. Exhale, bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turning the head to the right. Inhale neutral. Exhale left. Inhale neutral. Exhale right. Inhale neutral. Exhale left. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale back to center. And now just moving the eyes. Inhale, look as far up as you can. Exhale, looking as far down as you can. Inhale, center. Exhale, look as far right as you can. Inhale, center. Exhale, look as far left as you can. Inhale, center. Roll the eyes 3 times to the right. And 3 times to the left. Blink. And then one more, just loosen up the muscles of the face. 1, 2, 3. Let's do one more. 1, 2, 3. What are these people doing on YouTube? Next, pranayama exercise. We'll warm up that third eye for our meditation. We'll be doing yoni mudra and Brahmari breath. It's bumblebee breath. So, using your 2 thumbs to just close off the ear, bringing the first 2 fingers over the eyes, maybe just a very slight pressure over the closed eye. Other 2 fingers by the mouth. Elbows out to either side. Inhale through the nose. And hum, focusing on the third eye. It should be turned upwards. More. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Focus on the third eye. See that golden light. The dark circle produced by that effect. Feeling the effects of that practice. And then transitioning to tabletop position. And I'm going to turn around and use this other mat. We'll do 10 rounds of cat-cow. So knees about hip width apart. Hands snap directly below the shoulder, slight bend to the elbow. Inhale, bringing the stomach toward the floor, head back. Exhale, flexing the spine, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do 7 more. Good. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, bend the knees, sliding the hands forward, bringing the third eye to the mat, resting for a moment in child's pose. Tucking the toes under. And inhale, walking back. Coming to a kneeling position. Hands to your hearts. Vajrasana. Lightning bolt pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive down, coming back to child's. Inhale, sweeping up. Arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. And inhale, arms overhead, slight back bend. Exhale, swan diving down, back to child's. Inhale, sweeping back up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale, down and forward. Inhale, coming back up. Walk the hands if necessary, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. We've just done 3 examples of a very simple form of sun salutation. We'll be doing some standing. Some of you who might be more comfortable from a chair, we've done a seated version of this before, and you can refer to that form of sun salutation. Make a little camera adjustment. Let's see. Further. Actually, I need to try something here. Just going to relocate the camera, raise it up a bit higher. And let's see how that works. So coming to the front of your mat and still a little closer. Now, not perfect, but it'll work. So, you're in front of your mat, palms to your chest, feet are hip width apart, and knees slightly bent. You can try picking up all 10 toes, bring them back to the ground, starting with the little toes of the big to reestablish the arch. And inhale, both arms overhead, slight back bend. And exhale, swan dive down, coming to standing forward fold. Inhale, bring the right leg back into a lunge. And exhale, bring both feet back together, finding downward facing dog. Inhale, coming to a plank. You can drop your knees for plank. Try to describe this as best I can. And exhale, coming to the floor. Hands by the shoulders. Chin on the mat. Inhale, engaging the arms, coming up into cobra, and this is just not working. Exhale down. Tuck the toes under, inhale, back to downward facing dog. And inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, bring it forward to a lunge. Inhale, bring both feet back together, back to standing forward fold. And inhale, arms overhead. Hands to heart. And I'm going to try something so this is more visible. Let's try it back here. And from this angle, we do this from the other side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive down to forward fold. Inhale, bringing the right leg back to a lunge. Exhale, both feet back to downward dog. Inhale, coming to plank. Again, you can drop your knees. Exhale, bending the elbows, coming to crocodile. Hands by your shoulders. Inhale, engaging the arms, coming into cobra. Just coming up to navel level. Exhale, coming back down, chin on the mat. Tucking the toes under. Inhale, engaging the arms, bending into downward facing dog. Inhale, raising the right leg. Exhale, bringing it forward into a lunge. And inhale. And exhale, coming into forward fold. And bringing the arms overhead and hands to heart. So, it's a little bit more of a demonstration. And actually, let's go do one final short series before we begin our meditation. And I apologize for the camera problems. But you can try following those directions on your own. So first, take a comfortable cross-legged position, taking a couple of breaths. And then straighten the right leg, bring the left foot against the right thigh. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, sliding the hands forward. Feeling a nice stretch on the back of the leg, coming forward just as far as body and breath allows. Breathing. And inhale, walking the hands back. And switching legs. Inhale, sitting tall. And exhale, sliding the hands forward. Keeping the back straight. Finding a comfortable edge, breathing. Always grab a foot, like a little more challenge, or an ankle or shin. And inhale, coming up. And straighten both legs, back straight, inhale. And exhale, coming forward, seated forward fold. Again, you can bring your hands to your ankles or feet if you'd like a little more of a challenge. And inhale, coming up. Then rolling the shoulders back, fingers pointing behind, feet separated, bringing the heart up toward the ceiling into a nice little counter pose, nice back bend. And inhale. And exhale, rolling the shoulders forward, coming back to a comfortable seated position for our meditation. So our meditation tonight is called Tatwa Shuddhi, and it is an inner cleansing exercise utilizing the elements, the elemental energies of earth, water, fire, air, and ether. This is a practice that can be done as an individual exercise, or it can also be employed as a daily sadhana. It's mentioned in several different tantric scriptures, including the Tatwa Tantra. Will be given as a guided visualization. And I'm going to tie our puja into our practice, kind of like I did last week. And our intention tonight is again for these times and the events that we're facing. Because we've come to a time when things cannot be done the way in which they've been done in the past. Things will have to be different. And that frightens a lot of people. And we've seen a lot of those responses based on fear anytime we turn on the news and or go online. And so really, before constructive changes, harmonious, balanced changes can happen without, there has to be healing within. And so part of our intention tonight is let ourselves be healed within so that we can become vehicles, instruments of divine healing without. I'm also setting up this small altar here just as a kind of a taste of our Kriya practice on Friday. And I invite anybody who hasn't practiced Kriya with me and who doesn't have an altar set up like this to make one for yourselves. So very simple setup, some kind of divine mother image. It can be a carved image like this bone piece that I have, or it could be something much simpler like a favorite stone, a crystal, or a yantra diagram. You can have other deity images on your altar, like this little Ganesh that I have. But you'll need a candle or oil lamp, fire element, incense holder, incense, air, some kind of food offering, the water element, a little bottle of perfume, the earth element, flower, ether, and then some kind of water pot and spoon for cleansing with. Be any container of water and any small spoon. And then some kind of mala or mantra. So feel free to make a setup like this for yourself on some kind of plate, metal, or earthenware, and you'll be able to follow along with our Kriya practice on Friday. For the Tatwa Shuddhi practice tonight, I'm going to invite everyone to find a comfortable seated position, either on the floor cross-legged or in a chair, or perhaps, if it feels right, you can do this lying in Shavasana as well. But I invite you at this point to close your eyes and begin to breathe deeply. Filling the belly and the chest on the inhalation, bringing in the chest and then the belly on the exhalation. Breathing slowly and deeply in the yogic. And as you sit and as you breathe, I invite you to listen to the words of the cleansing and the invocations part of the puja. And then let my words guide you in visualization and in feeling. Om Pavitra Pavitro Viva Sarvavastam Gato Piva Yashmare Pandarikaksham Sabhavyanta Sushi Om Bhakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprama Nirvignam Kurumudeva Sabakaryam Siddhe Jignesha. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshvara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tatsmai Sri Guruve Namah. Jai Guru. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Kailase Putana Namah. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Shama Shivadatri Svasvada Namostute Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Bhutita Harani Jai Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute Jai Ma Kali. So as you breathe and as you meditate with your eyes closed, I invite you at this point to visualize the form of your personal deity. that form of the divine that you are closest to, whoever he or she may be. Mentally pay reverence to him or her, for it is through their will and their blessing that we are doing this practice tonight. We will now awaken the five elements within ourselves, and I'll be making those elemental offerings for our puja during the guided visualization. So visualize first, bring your breath and your attention to the base of the spine, to the area of the perineum, to the Muladhara chakra, the base chakra, and imagine the Kundalini Shakti rising up through the center of your spinal column to the crown of the head. And as we breathe, we will meditate upon the mantra Ham Sa, synchronizing it with the outgoing and ingoing breath. Silently repeat the mantra Ham as you inhale down the spine, from the crown to the root, and silently repeat the mantra Sa as you exhale up through the spine, from the base of the spine through the crown of the head. So inhaling Ham from the crown to the roots, exhaling Sa from the root to the crown. Feel the downward and upward movement with the mantra Ham Sa as the movement of your inner consciousness, your spirit, with each breath. Feel yourself becoming united with Brahman, the supreme consciousness that pervades the universe. Now take your awareness in your breath to that part of your physical body between the toes and the knees. Visualize there the shape of a large, luminous, yellow cube, which is the yantra for Prithvi Tatwa, the earth element. See its golden color. Feel its solidity and its weight. And as you visualize the square, Mentally repeat with each inhalation and exhalation the seed mantra Lam. Inhale Lam and exhale Lam. Then move your awareness to the area of the knees and the navel and visualize there a white crescent moon with an open white lotus on each end. It is surrounded by a circle of water. This is the yantra of Apas Tatwa, the water element. While gazing at the white crescent moon, mentally repeat the Bij mantra Vam. Inhaling Vam and exhaling Vam. Now move your awareness to the region between the navel and the heart. And imagine there a bright red inverted triangle made of fire. This is the yantra, the diagram of Agni Tattva, the fire element. As you visualize it, mentally repeat the Bij mantra Ram. Ram. Inhaling Ram, exhaling Ram. Next, take your awareness to the region between the heart and the eyebrow center. Imagine there 6 gray-blue gaseous dots forming a 6-pointed star. This is the yantra of Vayu Tattva, the air element. It has a smoky hue. As you visualize the blue-gray hexagon, mentally repeat the Bij mantra Yam. Yam. Inhaling Yam, exhaling Yam. Then move your awareness to the region between the eyebrow center and the crown of the head. And imagine there the circular yantra of Akasha Tattva, the ether element. Within this circular form is a total void called Shunya. It is black, but it is filled with many multicolored dots. As you gaze into this void, mentally repeat the Bij mantra, Hum. Hum. Inhaling Hum and exhaling Hum. After creating these tattva symbols, take your awareness back down to the earth element yantra, the golden square. See its form becoming liquid and dissolving into the water element. See water being vaporized into fire, and then fire dissolving into air, and air dissolving into empty space. Now imagine that empty space dissolving into ahamkara, the ego, its cause. And feel the ego dissolving into prakriti, energy and matter. And energy and matter dissolving into the supreme self called Purusha. And then consider yourself as being the highest knowledge, pure and absolute. Now take your awareness down to the left side of your abdomen and visualize there a little man, a little being about the size of your thumb. He is known as Papa Purusha. His skin is black as coal. He has fiery eyes and a large belly. In one hand he holds an axe, and in the other a shield. His whole form is grotesque to look upon. We will now transform this little man who personifies your fears through the breath and through the use of mantra. Focus your breath and your awareness now on your left nostril, and inhale through your left nostril while repeating the Bij mantra Yam 4 times. See the little man becoming clean and white. His whole face and figure is being transformed. Now hold your breath and repeat the Bij mantra Ram 4 times. And see this little man being burnt to white ash. Then exhale the ashes, focusing on the right nostril while repeating the Bij mantra Bam with the next 4 breaths. And see the ashes rolling into a ball and mixing with the nectar from the moon of the water yantra. Now repeating to yourself the Bij mantra Lam as you breathe. And see the little ball on the left side of your abdomen being transformed into a golden egg. And as you breathe, repeat the Bij mantra Ham and visualize the golden egg growing and glowing until it fills your entire body, and you become the golden egg and feel as though you were reborn. Then begin to recreate the elements in reverse order from the golden egg. Again, become the Supreme Self. Then become energy and matter. Then Ankara, the ego. Then see the dark sphere of the ether element. And then the blue hexagon of air. And then the red triangle of fire. And then the crescent moon of water. And the golden cube of earth. Locate those elements in their respective positions. Now begin repeating again the Hamsa mantra. Hum as you inhale, feeling energy going from the crown of your head to the roots, and Sa as you exhale, feeling the energy moving from the roots to the crown. With each breath, feel you are again separating the Jivatma, or individual soul, from Paramatma, or the cosmic soul. And locate your personal soul in the heart region where it resides. And now visualize Kundalini Shakti, which you have raised at the crown of your head, returning back to the base of the spine, through the central channel of the spine, piercing each chakra as it descends. Now take your awareness to the place called Chidikacha, the void just before your closed eyes. And see before you a vast, deep red ocean with a large red lotus upon it. Seated upon that lotus is a form of Prana Shakti, the vital life force. Her body is the color of the rising sun and is decorated with beautiful ornaments. She has 3 eyes and 6 arms. In her first hand, she holds a trident. In the second, a bow made of sugar cane. In the third, a noose. In the fourth, a hook-like elephant goad. In the fifth, 5 arrows. And in the sixth, a skull dripping with blood. Continue to gaze on her glorious form and say to yourself, may she grant us happiness. May she grant us happiness. May she grant us happiness. Now take a deep and clearing breath and become aware of yourself seated upon the floor. Become aware of your surroundings, the sound of my voice, any other sounds in the room. The feeling of your body on the floor. And now, let the repetition of the mantra bring you back into your physical form. Bringing that healing that you have cultivated inside to your physical form and to the outside. Giving you, through that healing, the will to create positive change, the power of Ichachakti. And in the days ahead, letting yourself become aware of areas where you personally can make a constructive difference, the power of Jnana Shakti, and having the ability to act and create change, the power of Kriya Shakti. Our mantra is dedicated to those three forms of the Divine Mother. It is the mantra Hesraim, Hesklarim, Hesrao. 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 O Divine Mother, accept these our gifts. But know these are but a token of the true gift within us ourselves. Let our thoughts be your thoughts. Let our words be your words. Let your deeds be our deeds. Guide us on the path ahead. Teach us your wisdom. Open our eyes and help us to see that which is true. Make us your instruments upon this earth, O Devi. Make us your vehicles for change. Great Mother Goddess, Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Svetakali, Bhadrakali, Dakshin Kali, Mahakali. Make us one with thee. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath. Bring the palms of your hands together, rubbing them together, bringing the hands over your eyes, feeling the warmth. Slowly opening your eyes, letting a little light in through your fingers. Use your hands to massage the face, the scalp, the back of the neck, shoulders. Bringing your hands back to palm center. Giving gratitude for yourself for taking part in this practice tonight. And namaste. And thank you for joining me this evening. So as a reminder, 7 o'clock on Friday, Kriya Yoga practice. I wish you well this night and the days ahead. Blessings always. And namaste. And Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di.